What is up, everybody? I'm back with another video. I'm making them every weekday, and I'm going over two teams that people simply gave up on too early. After disappointing play in the in-season tournament, I'll go ahead and say the Denver Nuggets are back. They just won back-to-back away games in impressive fashion. The first was against the Hawks, who are closer to mid than their 9-13 record suggests. They won 129 to 122, but held a 20-point lead in the fourth quarter. Rookie Julian Strawther made 6 threes and got 5 steals, which is absurd. He's a different player than Bruce Brown was last year, even though that's who a lot of people are saying that he's replacing. He plays a different role, he's open for more threes, he's a better shooter, and is a great wing, whereas Bruce was a combo guard. Reggie Jackson has been the backup point guard and has been shooting pretty decent. Aaron Gordon had a double-double, and Jamal Murray almost had one too with 29 points and 9 rebounds. Recently, Jokic has been inefficient. He had his worst shooting game last week at home against the Rockets, but appears to be normal again, shooting over 60% these last 2 games. And against the Bulls, he got ejected in the second quarter after receiving a technical for arguing with the ref. Unlike other Nuggets fans, or even Bulls fans in attendance, I think he deserved it. Lots of times, he likes to cry for a foul. This was neither the first time in that game, nor was it the first time this season that he's gotten a technical. While this was a milder incident, it's time he gets called for a tech. DeAndre Jordan came into the game rather than Zeke Naji. I don't know exactly why, but DeAndre hasn't been that bad in my opinion. Almost every other backup in the league is better, but the Nuggets were still able to beat the Bulls 114 and 106. Jamal Murray had missed this game too because of his ankle again. Jackson, Strawther, Gordon, all the guys I mentioned earlier stepped up once again. The Nuggets are safe right now. They moved to 16-9 and further proved that the in-season tournament was a joke. If you don't know what I mean, watch my video I posted yesterday. It's a great one. The team that was really counting out too early, though, were the Los Angeles Clippers. After James Harden trade, Ty Lue said, "Give me 10 games. Give me 10 games." It took longer than 10 games, but the Clippers are on a 5-game winning streak right now. Kawhi Leonard has been super efficient, averaging somewhere around 29 points for the month of December, shooting 60% from the field and over 50% from 3. He really has gone full Terminator mode. And it's crazy because we were wondering if they were washed. We were wondering if we'd see this Kawhi again, and he hasn't slowed down at all in my opinion. Paul George has taken kind of a backseat role, and he already said last year that he's fine with being the number 2, because in his eyes, Kawhi is the number 1. So where does that leave Harden? His usage rate is only 18.8% coming into LA, which will put this season as the lowest in his entire career. But it's not a problem. In my ranking of the top 10 guards in the NBA, I brought up how Paul George has been handling a lot of the guard duties since coming to LA, and that hasn't changed. Harden is still a playmaker like he was in Philadelphia, and while he may not have an Embiid pick and roll, he's got Kawhi and PG to make up for it. And Zubac, he's been alright, just as Norman Powell has and Bones Highland, who were able to miraculously stay on this team despite the Harden trade. It was very important that they kept those pieces because their scoring off the bench has been pretty good. And one of the other problems I've seen was, people concerned about their size because Daniel Tice was the backup center. He hasn't been that bad either. Of course, Zubac and Tice can't stretch the floor, but that's why they have a small ball lineup still, kind of. Because Kawhi's the starting 4, and then off the bench you don't have that much size either. We don't need centers who can shoot threes. And that's why the Clippers are fine, and they're going to be the team to beat in the Western Conference. Yeah, the Clippers are the team to beat in the Western Conference. That's the bottom line. Thank you for watching. See you next week.